Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan and it's time for my September favorites. I can't believe that the year is going by so fast. So September is one of those weird months where the season is changing, so we're kind of using some summer things, some fall things, so I've got kind of a mix of stuff that I've been using this month. A couple of random skincare things to get out of the way are these here. This is the Cucumber Gel Mask from Peter Thomas Roth. I talked about this in my masks video. If you missed that, it will be linked right here. I love this mask because it's kind of my everything mask. It's hydrating and detoxifying, and it's very cooling. It's got a very cold gel texture. You can actually put this in the refrigerator before you use it. I explain a lot about it in my previous masks video, so watch that if you want to learn more about it. I actually have a new package of these because I didn't want to kind of show you my old used ones. This is the cellulose sponge set from Sephora, and it's just 3 little cellulose sponges. I had these from, I think, Eco Tools used to make them, but I can't find them anymore, and I saw these in like the front section of Sephora, like around the register, and I was like, yes, super excited when I saw them because I haven't seen anything like this in a while, and I just like the way that these exfoliate gently, get like all up in there, you know what I mean? I use this more in the morning than I do at night because I like to use more of like a scrubbing tool in the morning and a chemical exfoliant in the evening if I want to exfoliate at night. And this, I guess, falls into skincare. This is my razor. This is from Harry's. I have been using this for a couple of months. You might have seen it in one of my Birchbox videos when I received it a few months ago, and I'm obsessed with it, but I have found myself shaving more often because I wear a little bit more makeup in the fall time than I do in the summer. So I like to shave like more often when I'm wearing more makeup just because it lays better. I've got one hair product to talk about this month, and this is the texturizing paste from Jonathan. I've actually had this for a while. I picked it up solely because it was named Jonathan, and it smells like marshmallows, but I've had this sitting in the back of my drawer for a while. It's kind of one of those products that I pick up every once in a while and then push back and then get out and then push back, but I have pulled it out yet again. My hair is kind of at a mid-length for me. Sometimes it's much shorter than this, sometimes it's longer. And when it's in this middle section, I kind of want something with a little bit more hold to kind of create a shape, and this kind of does that for me. Next, I'm going to talk about this makeup bag right here. In my high-end haul, I talked about a makeup bag that I couldn't find, and this is the one. It's from Smashbox. It was a free gift from an event of theirs that I went to, and I'm obsessed with it. When you open it up, it's got 2 sections on the inside, and it's like just the right size to fit like a full face in, so it's great for traveling. In here, I've got the rest of my favorites, so I'm just gonna unzip these pouches and talk about my makeup items. I'm back in love with my Dim Light Ambient Lighting Powder from Hourglass. This is just their kind of neutral, I think it's the least shimmery of them. What I actually have been using this for is kind of as a bronzer because I'm so pale right now. This works for me kind of to highlight and bronze at the same time. I'm not wearing it today, although what I'm wearing looks similar to the effect that this gives. It's just a very light neutral. It's not warm at all, but it adds just enough color to my cheeks to give me, you know, not a contour, but like a shape. I plan on doing a fall face, kind of my paler skinned makeup look that I've been rocking lately, and I'll use this in that tutorial. I've been loving the It for Ulta brushes that I got for my birthday, but these 2 in particular. This is the Unstoppable Powder Brush. I have been using this to actually blend out my foundation after I apply it with my fingers, and I really like it for that. I have used it for powder a couple times, but it's a little heavy for that for me. I've also been loving the Flawless Liner / Brow Brush. I've been using the angled end with some of my brow powders, and it has a spoolie end on the other side. This angled brush is just the perfect size for me when it comes to brows. Sometimes they're a little bit too big, and then towards the end you can't really get a nice point. And this little tiny spoolie is just the perfect shape. Lately, I've been rocking the Bare Skin Foundation from Bare Minerals. I talked about this and I did a tutorial / review of it that will be linked right here. And since then, I've kind of altered my application method. I now apply this with my fingertips, and I like it much much better. I liked it then, and I, you know, still sometimes use the brush when I want fuller coverage, but since I've switched to using my fingers, I think that it blends into the skin much better. It sits into the skin rather than onto the skin, and it looks just much more natural. Like I talked about in my high-end haul, this NARS concealer in Vanilla is just the perfect shade for me now. I don't know why I hadn't switched to this color before. I'm pale and I need to accept it, and Vanilla is the right shade for me. The formula of this concealer is everything. If you haven't tried it yet, this is probably one of those splurge items that I could not live without anymore. It is such high coverage, but it is so lightweight. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of my last favorite now for the last, 30 seconds of my video. This is the Bare Minerals Moxie Lip Gloss Buttercream in the shade Tantalizing Honey. I spoke about this again in my high-end haul, and it is everything. I loved it then, I love it now. I've probably worn it like every day but 2 out of the days since filming that to now. I'm obsessed with the formula on this. If you are not a fan of the regular Moxies, I would definitely give this a try because it is much more creamy, lightweight, and it doesn't feel as sticky. This color is perfect for fall. It's a little bit more of a taupey nude, if that makes sense. It's cooler in tone, it's not too warm, and on the lips it just blends out perfectly and kind of melts into your natural lip color. Alright, well I hope you all enjoyed my favorites video. If you have any questions about any of the products that I talked about today, don't hesitate to leave those below, as well as any suggestions for future videos. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter, both are at JonJonTalks, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Another use for this mask is as an overnight treatment. After your regular evening skincare routine, you can apply a very thin layer of this, let it soak in, and go right to bed.